Hey everyone, Michael Martin here from Yahoo Esports, joined by Justin Wong via the magic of Skype. And some big news just dropped. You are now, as people can see by the sweatshirt there, you are now Echo Fox.
Yes, I am now Echo Fox. It was a crazy year, 2016, and going forward for 2017, I was really happy to just find other options because I think at this point I do want to try something new,
Okay.
and it was just perfect time because while I was thinking about it, Jace Hall hit me up. It was legit.
Okay.
Like the same day I was thinking about, you know what, I want to try something new. And Jason hit me up the same day. Like it was like he read my mind. Like he was Professor X and he definitely read my mind with Cerebro. And I worked with him before doing the Street Fighter music video. So I already
Right.
know he's a very good guy and very capable in leading us into just making like the ultimate FGC team and going
Yeah.
forth with Street Fighter 5 Season 2, Injustice 2, and obviously my favorite coming out, Marvel's Capcom Infinite.
Yeah, you mentioned that. So while you were over there feeding baby tigers and petting baby elephants in Asia, the announcement went out that you were leaving Evil Geniuses. Real quick, just in case anybody hasn't heard by now, yourself, Momochi, Chocoblanca, Tokido, Sonic Fox, Scar, and MK Leo, as well as your former manager at Evil Geniuses, Antonio Javier, all joining Echo Fox. Why do you feel like you needed to make a change this year?
Um, to be honest, I kind of just really wanted to try something new, and I think a lot of other players that you have mentioned,
Hmm.
Tokido, Momochi, Sonic Fox, AJ, um, they wanted something new as well, and I think it was kind of like how like Captain Planet, chose this like Planeteers, and like it just like was perfect. It made perfect sense,
Hmm.
and Jace asked me if I knew any amazing players that would like an opportunity, and I shot him some, and it seems like it worked out. Sonic Fox, Scar, Taquito, Momochi, Choco, and even probably, in my opinion, the greatest player manager, Antonio Javier, known as Kugre AJ.
Hmm.
And I think it's going to be pretty awesome because with Echo Fox supporting the FGC so much and also AJ supporting us, I think we're going to do really good this year.
What's it like being, I mean, I guess moving to a new team with some of those familiar faces, but also with some of the new players that I'm sure you faced off or have interacted with a lot of these players in the past, but it's going to be new being on a team with them.
I think it's cool because I already have a first name basis with all these players.
Sure.
I talked to them in tournaments, chatted on them with Twitter, Facebook. I'm actually really excited to team up with Sonic Fox,
Hmm.
just because he's very young. He's also very talented. Obviously, you can see, and he likes to play games, and I like to play games. So I feel like we could be one of those combinations where it just works out in our favors as we're multi-game experts.
Yeah. I tell people all the time that I think he reminds me of you when you were younger, when you used to play, a lot of different games, not just sort of like,
He
the
called me
same core.
old. Michael Martin called me old. I'm old.
Well, you're getting up there. You also actually just announced that you got a new, I guess, personal manager, personal professional, but a new manager in Markman. Talk to me real quick about how that came about and what his role is for you.
So actually, he's actually been my personal manager, probably around during Evo 2016.
Okay.
So we just haven't like really made it public, but he has helped me, gone to a lot of events, made a lot of connections, and he was always there when when I needed to ask a question
Hmm.
about like something like in terms of the business side, or should I do this, should I do that. So he was always there. We just made it publicly announced this time
Sure.
because it's like 2017. Let's start out with a bang and see how the internet feels about it.
Yeah.
But it's
Uh, you're starting to crack the FGC internet in half. It'll probably be already cracked by the time the Echo Fox thing drops. But let's go over to actually to Antonio, Cool Gray AJ. I know you worked with him for a long time. What does it mean to have someone like him managing the team?
So when AJ was player manager for EG, um, I won Marvel 3 at Evo.
Mm-hmm.
Momochi won Evo. He also won Capcom Cup. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it's just his resume, that alone is really strong. So I think with him helping us, guiding us, and also making sure we're just on the right path and we're making sure we're not lagging or slacking, I think it's going to be really strong because I know he definitely misses doing this part of the job. He
Yep.
tells me all the time he loves it, and it's just one of those situations where he has another chance and he wants to make it count like times 10.
Yeah.
So with him as the player manager, I think besides us, everyone's going to be excited because everyone knew how passionate he was with the FGC. He was even there when I won my first Marvel 2 World title in Sacramento in B5. So, it's going to be really awesome to see him back on the scene.
Now who's aging themselves right now? Switch gears real quick. So you've been a part of the scene for a long time, as you just kind of explained. You've seen some good, you've seen some bad, I'm sure. What does Echo Fox's sort of aggressive push into the FGC mean for its growth in esports?
I think because of how much Echo Fox is pushing, it just means that the FGC is going to the right direction. Like obviously you have Street Fighter V Season 2 and Capcom Pro Tour is gonna be coming back soon, and you have Evo obviously just getting bigger and bigger, and then you have Injustice 2 coming out this year, and also Marvel's Capcom Infinite and Tekken 7. Like I see like there's no reason not to push FGC, and I think Echo Fox is going to be the first team to make it there, while
Mm.
other teams are going to try to be scrambling for like fresh talent and everything. But Echo Fox was definitely made the first initiative move, so them doing that is going to be pretty strong, especially when Injustice 2 and Marvel Infinite drops out.
Having said that, what is it that you see in Echo Fox and what they want to do that kind of makes them, I guess, sort of puts them at the forefront of making that push in the FGC?
I think it's because they trust us.
Hmm.
So Jace Hall, he made a lot of music videos. He was always into gaming. He
Hmm.
is a gamer, so he kind of knows like the vision. He has a vision, and he contacted me, and he asked me to be part of that vision. Which I'm actually very happy that he asked me, and
Hmm.
also he asked me for my recommendations on other players that would like to be part of this vision,
Yeah.
and he trusts me with those decisions, and because of that, I don't think we can actually fail.
Players are starting to recognize, I think, their worth as brands, as individuals. I think you probably pioneered that a little bit. I think we're starting to see it more with other players like Daigo and PR Balrog with the moves they're making. So, how does sort of Echofox contribute to growing your brand as well as their own, and improve, I guess, sort of maybe the business side of the FGC that we don't always get to see?
I think it's going to be really interesting in that aspect, just because obviously Echo Fox is owned by Rick Fox,
Hmm.
right? And maybe he'll let me shoot some baskets with him. Well, that'll be a kind of a fun video.
Okay.
But besides that, I just think that with their management, their staff, and also with like Rick Fox's like just prestige record
Yeah.
and like lineage, I think that will just help our brand as a whole because we was part of that team, and also it'll just help us just in the long run because we're able to still compete because throughout the end of the day we're competitive gamers that want to become the best,
Yeah.
so without having to worry about like do I have to do this, do I have to do that, all these different type of obligations, we can just mainly focus on just getting better and becoming the best in the world, which will just help our brand in general.
You gonna quit your job?
It's possible. I'm actually thinking about
Oh,
it.
okay.
I'm
Yeah, well, we
actually
know you're a busy guy, and we know
I'm
that
actually thinking about it.
competing and streaming, and I see you tweeting all the time about, hey, I still travel all this, I do all this traveling, and I still work full time.
I'm actually thinking about it. Like I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie. I've been really close in making that decision because of just how much support I've been getting from Echo Fox and also the potential future of fighting games in
Yeah.
esports. So
How would that
for
affect you? Like, how would that help you?
I will get to stream a lot more.
Hmm.
give back to the community a lot more in terms of that, because I used to have a bomb Twitch community. Obviously, they all scattered to the lands of flows, to the lands
Yeah.
of K-Brads. So
Oh boy.
I would like them to revisit the land of Justins.
Okay. Wong
Um,
Nation.
yeah, Wong Nation, and but besides that, I do think that it's very possible for me to be a full-time pro gamer again, especially when Marvel Infinite drops.
When you say you've been thinking about it, is it just a matter of like you said you wanted to make changes? Did that kind of factor in, or was it just sort of like Echo Fox came along? I don't know. Maybe they blew you away with the deal, and you're like, oh, you know what? Now I don't have to work this full time job anymore.
To be honest, I just didn't know how big FGC was gonna grow. Because
Oh, okay.
when I got this job, it was during the Ultra Street Fighter 4 days.
Right.
So I didn't think that Street Fighter 5 was gonna start this whole revolution of let's have a bunch of tours and
Hmm.
let's just go on ESPN, let's go on Yahoo, like all that type of stuff was just not like I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Right.
So it was now it just makes me kind of like think think twice on
Sure.
I think I can still do it, and I can look back into going back working at Nvidia probably like a couple years down the road. Because I've been doing really good. I've been doing really good at my job. So they really love me. I love them,
Hey,
and
you know
they
what? You go to tournaments and you show up Monday morning for work. You know what? What more can they ask for?
yeah. So I don't take days off. So it's definitely pretty fun that I've been doing this little hustle I have.
Since you brought that up, this idea, like we joke about it. I think as a whole, the community kind of jokes about it, like the poverty FGC. And you mentioned that you actually weren't sure that things were kind of gonna, I guess, get as big as they are, or will be getting. Um, how much of that do you think is changing or will change in the near future?
I think it's changing a lot just because, like, I think the Capcom Pro Tour is going to be bigger this year. I think Namco is going to go really crazy with Tekken 7.
Yeah.
Obviously, Smash is always just gets bigger every year. Injustice 2 is definitely going to be supported
Hmm.
by NetherRealms, Warner Brothers, just from what you see from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct just announced the Kilgore
Hmm.
community fund, which goes up to like can go up to $1 million. And Marvel Infinite, I mean,
How excited are you for that?
when's
You
Marvel?
every time I see you say Marvel Infinite, I kind of see like this twinkle in your eye.
It's just a good time to be a fighting game fan.
Yeah.
A very very good time to be a fighting game player, competitive fighting game fan, spectator, like anything include anything. Even if you're a casual fighting game player, it's just a very good period, a very good time, and
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna blow out the water.
Yeah. A couple more questions for you. The team dynamic. Let's say you left your job, would you stay in NorCal? Would you spend more time training and developing with the other players, like in their facility? Echo Fox has facilities in SoCal. What do you think the dynamic's going to be like?
I would actually, if I quit my job, I would actually move back to SoCal because that's where the Echo Fox
Okay.
Studios is.
Yep.
So I would love to just work with them more closely, have like a much better personal relationships. Obviously, like how I had with AJ. So I think that would be pretty awesome. And
Yeah.
also, there's a lot of strong players in SoCal as well too. And I want to say that SoCal is better than NorCal. Like I am a fair believer that it is a much more better environment to play,
Okay.
and also I just like SoCal better, man. Who doesn't like 4 a.m. You go outside, you go to a taco truck, boom, 4 a.m. tacos. Like you don't have that in NorCal. NorCal's kind of weak when it comes to that, but I do miss SoCal a lot.
Wow. Okay. Putting NorCal's food game on blast. Okay. Uh, so you'll have some new teammates that you get to know, kind of in regards to that, spending time training and developing with them, possibly. What do you feel like your competitive experience adds to this team that features a lot of young talent as well as some experienced talent, but a lot of successful talent, I think.
I would like to help the younger players just like make sure they don't make the same mistakes I made growing up, or
Okay.
try to put them on the right path. Because I do think that Sonic Fox, Scar, MK Leo have
Hmm.
an amazing, amazing, amazing future, right, in just North America. And obviously, you already have Tokido and Momochi. They're already established gamers as well, and that's really
Yeah.
cool too. Because they're going to be practicing with each other, so that's going to be a really big deal. So I think it's just overall, it just kind of like helps everybody.
Yeah. So it would be remiss of me not to ask you about your former teammates you're leaving behind or who are striking out on their own new ventures. Talk to me about PR Balrog, K-Brad, and Ricky and what they've meant to you and your time at Evil Geniuses.
So Ricky, obviously, Ricky's been playing just as long as me, and I known Ricky forever, and it's just pretty awesome to see that we were on the same team. But obviously, we're kind of sad that I'm gonna branch out, do my own thing, and Ricky's gonna do her own thing.
Hmm.
So because of that, we're still gonna play with each other and help each other out because forever, even though we're not like on the same brand anymore, we're still brothers and sisters
Yeah.
no matter what. It's still family, especially since we knew each other for a long time. PR Barog, there's a lot to say about him. Like he's one of those guys that I seen come up when Street Fighter 4 came out,
Hmm.
and he just wanted an opportunity. He's a fighter, and I definitely want try to help him as much as I can. I think he just really worked really hard to get where he's at, and I'm very happy with him, and also just always happy to play with him. And
Yeah.
I think he's gonna go hard this year and kind of like wait along, not be a
Yeah.
family man yet. So he's gonna come over a
Oh.
lot. And then K Brad, obviously, he's just who doesn't like hanging out with K Brad? Like he's
Yeah.
always fun to hang out with. Um, even though K Brad jokes around and just he wants to body me every time. Obviously, he's gonna still try to body me, but when it comes down to in the tournament field, we're enemies. But outside of tournaments, we always hang out like at least
Yeah.
like 3 times a week, just because we're like one of the like best buddies in the business.
Yeah.
So that's always kind of cool. But other than that, those three have been just really like strong into my heart.
Yeah.
Even the other people that are not EG anymore is Marn and
Hmm.
Flo. Every just EG FGC member that ever existed, they were just always considered as family and not just teammates.
Yeah. Last question for you. What are your own goals or expectations for 2017?
My goals in 2017 is to pretty much win as much as I can. I want to win all the tournaments. I want to win Evo. I want to practice really hard because Echo Fox gave me an opportunity, and I want to make sure I make them proud.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, like I took a little vacation, and my mind is back to stableness or whatever, and I am back to practice, to play, and to win tournaments and do everything positive in my life.
You sound very refreshed right now.
I mean, once you held a baby tiger in Thailand, and like he legit could have killed me. I saw the face of death while that against that baby tiger, and it's just an amazing experience, and
Yeah.
it's an eye opener, and I feel like when it comes down to it, I don't think anything can stop me.
Yeah, it looks like you and the boys had a lot of fun. Echo Fox, Justin Wong. You're gonna have to get used to that. Justin, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us about this. Of course, congratulations on the new deal, and good luck in 2017.
Thank you, and I'll see you guys in a tournament near you.
All right, take care.